Welcome to the 25th devotional in our The Journey series entitled God Who Keeps His Promises. In Exodus 19, 1-2 we read, "On the first day of the third month, after the Israelites left Egypt, on that very day they came to the desert of Sinai. After they set out from Rephidim, they entered the desert of Sinai, and Israel camped there in the desert in front of the mountain." God has kept his promise. He had promised to bring them out of Egypt and bring them to this mountain. We read earlier in Exodus 3:12, "And God said, I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this mountain." God keeps his promises. Whatever he says, he does. God is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should change his mind. Does he not speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? God is righteous. God keeps his word. The journey of the Israelites is a long lesson in learning to trust God. They have to learn to obey him. We're going to see later when he says, "I'm giving you the promised land," they're going to go and spy out the land and they're not going to believe. They're going to believe that the people in the land are too strong, too big, too great for them. And they're going to wander in the desert for 40 years. And we need to learn from the Israelites' mistakes and learn to trust that God is a promise-keeping God. What promises has God given to you? Well, there are promises that he's given to every one of us, and we need to start there. Are you trusting God for the gospel that he has saved you by faith alone, that he loves you, that he's with you, that he hears your prayers, that you can have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Christ and talk to him about anything, that God still heals today? You can pray for any sickness, that your Father provides your needs. He may not give you what you want. He may not give you that Ferrari or that BMW or that other kind of car that you want, but he gives you what you need. He promises that to every single one of us. He promises that the gospel is powerful and effective and it's bearing fruit all over the world. Therefore, we can believe that as we share our faith, we will see people become Christians. But there are also personal promises that we receive. I remember when I became a Christian, it wasn't very long before I felt God speak to me about working in the church, working for the church, becoming a church pastor. I didn't quite know what it meant, but I knew in my heart that that's what I was called to do. And after 6 years of being a secondary school teacher, not particularly liking it, feeling frustrated, God fulfilled that promise he gave to me. I remember one occasion I felt I was praying and I asked God if he would give me a car. And I felt a sense of faith in my heart that I was going to get a car. I've not felt that sort of thing very often, it must be said. But it wasn't very long. In the next couple of days, somebody gave me a car, my very first car. Well, are there specific promises God has given to you? Will we trust that God keeps his promises?